What if the biggest mistakes of your life won't come from failing, but from succeeding at the wrong things? What if you reach the top career, money, reputation only to realize you climbed the wrong mountain? Most people don't plan to lose their way. They just never stop long enough to ask. What really matters? Clayton M. Christensen was a Harvard Business School professor who taught strategy and innovation. His work changed industries, influenced CEOs, and helped companies make billion-dollar decisions. But as he watched his classmates, bright, talented, high-achieving people fall into divorce, emptiness, and sometimes even prison, he began asking a different kind of question. How do you build not just a successful life, but a good one? A fulfilled one? A meaningful one? How will you measure your life is not a self-help book in the traditional sense. It's a quiet, profound invitation to step back, to rethink, to live with intention. Let's walk through the lessons that matter most before it's too late to live by them. Chapter 1. The Trap of Achievement. Christensen opens with a story, his Harvard classmates, fresh out of business school, full of ambition and brilliance. They got high-paying jobs, built companies, earned respect. But when he reunited with them years later, something was wrong. Many were unhappy. Their marriages strained, some estranged from their kids, one in jail, one dead. They had succeeded, but not in the ways that counted. The first lesson. Achievement can be addictive. It feels good to be praised, to be promoted, to win. But that pursuit can quietly lead you away from what matters if you never stop to ask what success really means. Chapter 2. Allocate your resources intentionally. In business, you learn that how a company allocates its money, people, and time reveals what it really values. It's the same with your life. You might say your family matters most. But if 90% of your energy goes to work, and your time goes to screens, and your attention goes to stress, what are you actually valuing? Christensen's second lesson is brutally honest. Tell me where you spend your time and I'll tell you what you value. Intentions don't build your life. Choices do. Chapter 3. What makes us truly happy? It's easy to assume that happiness comes from money, freedom, or status. But Christensen shows how shallow that belief is. Real fulfillment comes from loving relationships, meaningful contribution, growth and learning. He calls it the hygiene V's, motivation theory. Money, good conditions, they prevent dissatisfaction. But they don't create joy. To feel truly alive, you need purpose, not just pleasure. And that means designing your life for meaning, not comfort. Chapter 4. Find your life strategy. Businesses succeed when they have a clear strategy and live by it. Why should your life be any different? Christensen asks, what is the strategy that guides your life? Not what others expect, not what the world rewards, but what you deeply value. Do you know? Have you written it down? Are you making decisions aligned with it? Most people drift. They respond to pressure. They chase what looks impressive. But strategy is not about reacting, it's about choosing. Without one, you'll wake up someday and realize your life was steered by momentum, not meaning. Chapter 5. Relationships matter most. When Christensen got cancer, he realized something profound. My relationships are the only thing I'll take with me. Not his research, not his salary, not his awards. Just the love he gave and the love he received. And yet, relationships are often the first thing we neglect when we get busy. We cancel date night. We skip the family call. We tell our kids, not now. We tell ourselves, later. But time doesn't wait. Children grow up. Partners drift. Friends fade. If you want connection, you have to invest in it daily, quietly, faithfully. Because in the end, you won't wish you worked more. You'll wish you loved more. Chapter 6. Raising good people, not just successful ones. As a father, Christensen reflected on how often parents focus on helping their kids achieve good grades, great colleges, impressive resumes. But he asked something deeper. Are we raising people who know how to love, to serve, to tell the truth when it's hard, to be kind when it's inconvenient? He realized that the most powerful thing a parent can give isn't opportunity. It's character. And that's built not through lectures but through example. Children watch how you treat others, how you handle stress, how you make time for what matters. What they see in you becomes their inner voice. So teach them what matters not by your words, but by your life. Chapter 7. Beware of the marginal cost mistake. One of the most practical but powerful insights Christensen shares is what he calls the marginal cost mistake. It's the lie we tell ourselves. Just this once. Just this once, I'll stay late at work. Just this once, I'll compromise my values. Just this once, I'll skip dinner with my family. But life doesn't work that way. Each just this once becomes a pattern. Each small decision slowly shapes your entire life. And one day you wake up in a place you never meant to go. The antidote. Make your principles non-negotiable. Decide who you are and stick to it. Chapter 8. Don't outsource your happiness. It's tempting to believe that fulfillment will come later. When you get the promotion. When you find the right person. When life gets easier. But Christensen says that's a trap. If your happiness depends on external conditions, you'll always be chasing. The truth is, joy is an inside job. It's a habit, a discipline, a choice to live with gratitude, humility, and presence now. Fulfillment doesn't come from what you get. It comes from who you become. Chapter 9. How will you measure your life? Christensen ends with the question that changed everything. How will you measure your life? Not in wealth. Not in recognition. Not in how far you climbed.
But in how well you lived. In the love you gave. In the integrity you kept. In the lives you touched. Success is not just what you build, but what you become. You won't be remembered for what you had. You'll be remembered for how you made people feel. That's your legacy. That's your measure. You're building your life right now. Brick by brick. Choice by choice. Moment by moment. The only question is, what are you building toward? Not every moment will feel grand, but every moment is a seed. What you water grows. So choose carefully. Choose love. Choose presence. Choose integrity. Choose meaning. And if you want more than success, if you want to live with depth and purpose, subscribe to Real Deep Understanding. Here, we don't chase the loudest voices. We seek the truest ones. Like this, if it helped you pause and reflect. Comment what's one way you want to measure your life differently, starting now. Share this with someone who's always chasing, but maybe needs a reason to slow down. You don't have to wait to live a meaningful life. You're already in it. Make it count.